Hey everyone, this is Brian. You know my YouTube nickname, so I don't have to tell you it. But I thought I'd kind of show you my Berenstain Bears collection. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, wait a minute. Berenstain Bears, and he's about 29 years old? Yes, I still read them and I collect them. You see, to me, the Berenstain Bears are for all ages, and when you try to look for a good family book out there, a good book that, you know, as a lot of people would say nowadays, doesn't have all that trash or that garbage in it, then, you know, the Berenstain Bears to me are the perfect book to find, because they don't have any of that. I mean, they talk about certain issues in certain books and all that, but most of the time they're just the kind of book you want to read and share with your family, which I have done. And I grew up on the Berenstain Bears, so that's why I kept collecting them. And this here is an autobiography of Stan and Jan and how the Bears were created, called Down the Sunny Dirt Road. If you have it in a bookstore or library, I suggest you kind of find it, read it. You'll enjoy it. It's really good. Now, this here is my Berenstain Bears collection. Right here, most of the books. As you can see, I have some of the big books here, like Back to School, which is new, The Easter Surprise, They Save Christmas, along with the audio, which is right here. I have the Thanksgiving, Comic Valentine, and let's see, Go on Vacation, and Bedtime Stories. So those are the big books of the Berenstain Bears that I have right here. And then down here I have a lot of the, now here's an I Can Read book, which, you know, like I said, I collect them and I read them, so I can even read this to my niece, my nephews, young nephews that is, not my 12-year-old nephew, because my 12-year-old nephew will be laughing at it. Laughing at it and think it's childish and everything, and why are you into it? But, you know, that's a lot of, that's not just my nephew, that's a lot of, you know, kids his age, so. But anyway, and I don't mean any disrespect by that to my nephew, you know, but I'm just saying that's how a common teenager is. I used to be one, so. But anyway, these are a lot of the big chapter books that I have right here. I think I have every single one in here of the big chapter book series, including the one that introduced the new character of Bonnie Brown into the series. And as you can see, they do deal with a lot of issues like drugs, like a drug-free zone. Teen Rock Cafe deals with, you know, kids wanting a place to hang out and, you know, not being in trouble for something they didn't do. This one deals with, you know, the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. Gotta dance, learning about self-esteem and dancing and all that. And this one really gets my attention. It's called School Scandal Sheet. Basically, you know, what could happen if you go behind somebody's back and, you know, write something that's not true. Let me see. Camp Crush basically deals with, you know, romance, young romance that could take place in a camp, especially full of cubs. And there's a lot more. There's Love Match. There's Media Madness that deals with the media of television. There's music that's talked about and go platinum. Love triangles, lost in cyberspace, dealing with the internet and, you know, what bad could happen if you deal with it or go with it. Wheelchair Commando, which is a good one, showing that it doesn't matter if you're disabled or not, or if you are disabled, because you can always do you can do the same things everybody else does. It doesn't matter if you're disabled or not, and I think this is a good story. People should read it. This one is a good one. It's called Too Small for the Team, basically saying it doesn't matter if you're small or not. You know, you just got to keep trying. I think that's what it is. I haven't read it in a while. And then, of course, like I said, they also deal with mystery frame. It deals with everything. These are all the books that I have. So, and then of course, Berenstain Bears. I also have the Berenstain Bear Scouts books. I have those. As you can see, you can probably read some of them on the back here. You have Dress Code, which deals with, wanting to, have your freedom to dress the way you want. No Guns Allowed, dealing with, the fact that there's no weaponry allowed at schools, and no guns should be brought to school, no matter what they are. Again, Dress Code, dealing with, wanting to dress the way you want to dress. And then, of course, you can't have a, Berenstain Bears collection without the original first-time books, which I have here, and I have a ton of them. As you can see, I have a ton of the books. Some are good. Well, most of them are good, I should say, including one of my personal favorites, Bad Dream, which was my personal favorite as a kid. I have some of the originals, like Go to the Doctor and Go to School, and, as well as the new ones. But overall, that's my Berenstain Bears books collection. And then over here, I have videos or DVDs I've recorded of the PBS series, as well as the entire PBS series, as well as mixed it in with some of the original series that aired on Dig Saturday mornings a couple years ago. And somewhere in storage, I have the original VHS tapes of the original series as well, including the Christmas special and the Big Paw Thanksgiving special. But that's all I have to say about my Berenstain Bears collection. And I know, again, you're probably thinking, well, he's 29 years old, why would you read them or collect them still? Well, it's because someday I'm going to pass them on to the next generation. And I've already done that because I have copies of certain books, and I pass them on to my second cousins and my cousins' kids and all that. So, but basically it's because I like them, and I'm going to continue to like them no matter what people think. And just to let you know, if you are a fan and you understand where I'm coming from, the Berenstain Bears are going to have a new book series coming out, a couple of new books coming out in the next 4 or 3 months, and they're all going to be dealing with a lot of Christianity, if you're Christianity about God and how He cares for us, and the golden rules, and well, basically you get the idea. If you want to check it out, go to Amazon.com or go to Walmart.com or any book site out there, and you'll probably see what I'm talking about. But until next time, this is B. Brian Walmer signing off. Talk to you all later.